Son shit, y'all ready?
I hope y'all are. This episode, we're gonna take it a little Disney-ish right now. We're gonna go Disney style a little bit. We're gonna talk about hidden figures. No, not the movie. The person. One of the people. How about that? One of the people from Hidden Figures. Gladys West. Yeah. GPS. I never seen Hidden Figures, to be honest. I know somebody gonna be like, what? No, how you ain't never seen? I ain't never seen Hidden Figures, man. I saw like the tail end of it. I happened to like go somewhere and it was like going off and he was telling you like who the people were and all that and everything. Like, you know how they do the biography joints, and then at the end it tells you all the real stuff that they did in their life. And you're like, y'all just gave us this little quick moment, but they did so much more. That joint, I saw that part and it was like, yo, that's dope. You know what I mean? They were in Virginia. There were people who knew them. There were people who met them. There were people who got to have those conversations, real conversations. Like, forget the politically correct conversations. Them real conversations that you don't want to hear about. You know, that's hard to stomach. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what the movie was about, but the backlash in real time, in real life during that time. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that it really, crazy part is, it took a movie for people to even like go, yo, who are these women? Should we be out like, yo, we should kind of like look at these women? Because think about it, all the space movies, all the movies about NASA and going to space and all that, you saw nobody who even resembled a black female on those movies. You know what I'm saying? They really didn't go out their way and just throw somebody in there. I've seen some stuff about Edison, and every once in a while you see a black brother come by and you be like, yo, that was the guy who came up with the filters for the light bulbs. And that's how you ride it. You know, Edison took his idea and kept it moving. You know what I'm saying? But it was that thing where you saw him slide through. You know what I mean? This was one of those things, like, it took that long. Hidden Figures just sounds like what they mean was a secret. It was one of those things that you kept on the low, because it wasn't that it was a black male. If it was a black male, they probably would have been like, yeah, and this man right here, boom, boom, boom. It was a female who was black. And I think that was even crazier, which, by the way, makes it even better when you're black, because right now it's black. Yo, as a black man, I can tell you it is wild right now that we are being undervalued. And I ain't trying to get on no political drained soapbox moment. I'm just saying, and a lot of it is our fault too. And I ain't trying to even get into it like that. I'm just saying, it is dope when you see these kind of movies come out. It's dope when you see these things come out. Transformers had a dope moment. The newest Transformer movie, when they're out there in South America, and the shorty goes, and he was like, yeah, we've been here for forever. We've basically been here forever. And she's like, oh my God, so you guys had something to do with the structures and all this and that? He's like, nah, don't give us that credit. That's human. One of the dopest moments in that movie. Like, a matter of fact, let me tell y'all something for real. This is basically, let me give y'all a quick dope Transformers review. Transformers was probably, I don't know if I said it before. Transformers was the most, first of all, hip-hop joint ever. Like, all these hip-hop things that's jumping off, Transformers took me back to that time frame. It comes on with the Cream by Wu-Tang, the album version where they talking and Method Man is trying to get like, he gearing up for the cash rules while they still talking. Cash rules everything around me. Cream. And then he's like, the hook comes in, and then you hear Raekwon go, here we go, yo, hey. That's the album version. The radio version don't play it like that. That was the album version. They were playing some joints on there. It gave you a certain time frame. The black clothes, the walker wear, all that. It was a vibe. You know what I'm saying? They gave you what was going on out there down south in South America. The vibe. And that part where he goes, don't give us that kind of credit. That is human ingenuity. Boom. Because again, here's the thing. Historians have come around. They've come around, but there was a time where when they could no longer say white people had a hand in so much of this, and a third. they were like, well, aliens must have done it. We're not going to give these people of color credit, whether you're in South America or whether you're in Africa, in Egypt. We're not going to give you guys this kind of credit. These are wonders of the world. We're not going to give you dudes this credit. And that line right there meant a lot, because it was like, yo, that was one of those shots in the dark at what goes on in the behind the scene moments that, oh, well, aliens, are you seeing it? They have shows dedicated to the thought of aliens coming down to America, building all of this stuff, and then zooming back out. Like, yo, thank us later. We'll be back. Nah. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy part is, somewhere along the line, I saw something a few years ago, man, about like 10 years ago, where they were saying we probably lost technology. Somewhere along the line, we lost a lot of technology, because when you look at the fact that there was so much stuff going on, there were actual indoor plumbing. America had outhouses for the longest time. Over there in Europe, that was how a lot of the plague started, because people were just taking their bodily waste and tossing it out outside. And so the streets were stinking. You're getting sick from that. They were also putting it in the water, contaminating the water. The Egyptians had plumbing. The Romans had plumbing. People in South America had plumbing. There was a form of plumbing that was out there. The Garden of Babylon, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, the Philistines, all of these people had a form of plumbing. How did we dumb it down where dudes was like, yeah, you just go out here, or we'll just toss it to the side, you know what I mean? We just tossing our dookie outside, like, throwing it, and then somebody happens to be walking with their hot dog and with their whole chicken leg, like, what is this? I can't eat this no more. And they mad. They go get their sword. They want to duel. Like, who do this? Yeah. Wow. But I'm saying, I remember this. It was about 10 years ago, and they were like, they can't pinpoint where apparently we lost it all. Like, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. The thought of that is and then people go, well, that wasn't real. And then somebody goes, because there was a guy who said that, if you could show me some, like, realness of the Bible, and they're like, dude, it's all over. What are you talking about? The names of the places have changed. It used to be that, and it was called this. This, like, architects, like, dudes are out here digging and finding artifacts all the time. Date back. That's what a lot of these museums have. Stuff that dates back. Sometimes they're like, ooh, this is a different language. What is this? And then they have to figure out what to do. That was way back in the day. Things were different. You like when people found out there were combs. Egyptians had pick combs and stuff like that. They're like, yo, a form of a comb. The thought, that is just, imagine that. You know what I'm saying? It's just wow. And something like that becomes an ill thing. Then you think about fast forwarding, because also a lot of old back in the day, their calendar structure was real. The way they saw the earth was real. Without the telescopes, way before everybody was like, back, like, again, somebody, and that's what they're saying. Like, what happened? There's ancient civilization that understood the earth was round, that understood that the earth rotates around the sun, that understood the mathematics of how the world worked, the equators and all this and all that. And then you fall back and everything gets crazy and nobody wants to believe your boy out here back in the medieval days. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden it's like, yo, these dudes are now rediscovering gravity. These dudes are now trying to tell the world, no, it's round. Now these dudes are out here looking at the stars going, yo, this and that. There's planets out there. There's old artifacts that show you that these people understood that there was so much more going on. And the thing that they were saying was, oh, yeah, by the way, that's because aliens came down and talked to them. But we're not saying that when it comes to these people over here. As time fast forwards over. You know what I'm saying? those days. We're not talking about it like when we Galileo and all that. Now Galileo's a genius. Newton's a genius. Like, these dudes are geniuses. These ancient civilizations, they could not have begun to fathom this stuff. Like, how could they have understood what was what? Like, they didn't have some form of that. Like, they weren't looking at it and trying to project things. Like, they weren't trying to figure out things. Like, it's a wild joint, man. It's a wild joint. Civilization messed around and fell back at some point and then started to rebuild again. That's my thought. That's my theory. You know what I'm saying? We fell off and then we started over. And it just took probably, and if you ask me, it probably took longer to get everything back in order for whatever reason. But that's just one of those things. And when you think about Hidden Figures, how they worked around these black females who were out here holding it down for NASA. And it was one of those hush things, like, oh, we ain't talking about that. No, keep it moving. Then this comes out. And I can tell you now the way that our country in America, so if you're not in America and you're listening, you don't understand how wild America is. America is at a point where we want to redesign history. We want to reshape history. We want to reshape the Constitution. We want to take away this and do that. They've taken away affirmative action. And I'm not gonna lie, I was one of those people who was anti-affirmative action, by the way. And it's not because I didn't get what it was supposed to do. It's not because I don't think it helped people. It was because if you have to tell me to do this, then that means it's already wrong. Affirmative action was one of those things where you have to force people to be equal, to have equality. Like, that was always my thing about affirmative action, that you have to be forced to open your doors to people who do not look like you. Because if not, everything is everything. You know what I'm saying? If not, everywhere you look, it will just be white people in charge. Because that's what America essentially holds first. So it would be a bunch of white men in charge, and then everybody else will come in when they come in, if they get in. If they make it to that point. Affirmative action is the same. I look at affirmative action the same way I look at unions. You need a union to tell you to be fair to your workers. You just want, the unions force you to be fair, to have some sort of fairness to your workers, because without that, it'll be what it be. You know what I'm saying? Figure it out. You only getting this much here, you're not getting raises here. You've been here how long? Here's a nickel. You're good. A union puts that in perspective, like, nah, I think they deserve more than that. You talking about it? It's like 8 years. They just a nickel for 8 years? Nah. Give us more money. It's wild. You know what I'm saying? It's like people go, I hate unions. Everybody hates unions, but the other side of a union is they force people to be a little more fair. I hate affirmative action. A lot of people hate the thought of, you're forcing them to have to hire a person of color or somebody of the opposite sex. But the other side of it is, if you don't, it'll be a boys club. And the thing about the boys club is all the members are white. So you need that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to be equal. And I always love it when people go, yeah, my son couldn't get in because they had to make sure that a black person got in. Like, was he as smart as the black person? Like, that's the thing. Like, if he was smarter than the black person, then you could be mad. If he was getting worse grades than the smarter, and his test scores were lower than the black person that they brought in, you're just huffing and puffing. Sit down. Stop. That argument only works if your kid is on the same level or above the person of color that they brought in. If not, then sit down. Let your kid go to another school. Find another spot. You know what I'm saying? That's just how that goes. Hey, they promoted so-and-so. Oh, that's that affirmative action. They had to. Who was y'all gonna try to pick? So-and-so. That dude? Really? He garbage. Like, what y'all talking about? But he's a good guy. We like him. Alright. You know what I'm saying? Like, my man has far more knowledge of the job. Shorty has far more knowledge of the job. You know what I mean? And your guy, that's your drinking buddy. Y'all hang out, y'all do penis punches together. Like, y'all, you know what I mean? Like, that's yeah, he wasn't qualified from the gate. That was your homie. That's the hookup. That's how that works. And that's really how all of this always works. Life is purely who you know. You know what I'm saying? Who you know, not what you know. And to see the Hidden Figures thing, and yo, the fact that they were actually reaching out and wanted to get the brightest minds and going, hey, we have to overlook the race and the sex and just bring them in, because they killing it right now. They know what they're talking about. We need that. Can we holler at y'all? Let us holler at y'all, ladies. Can y'all please come through? Let's figure some stuff out. Tell us what's right. Tell us what y'all would do. Oh, well, we changed this right here. Erase that. Boom, 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 because your numbers were wrong. Matter of fact, your numbers were wrong starting from the base. This is how it really works. Boom, boom, boom. With your court switches here. Then you got this right here. Y'all was completely all wrong. Y'all was about to just end up flying into a planet. Y'all were going to shoot past the moon and just be in the middle of nowhere, and you might hit Venus. Y'all was doing this wrong. Y'all didn't know what y'all was doing. I understand. Hey, who y'all had doing this? A man over here, the guy who brought the keg to the science room. My man got a keg of beer while we out here with all this heavy electricity all over the place. Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, broski, penis punch. Then he runs up to the guy, punches him in the penis. He was like, roommate for college. Yeah. That's why y'all was about to end up flying into Venus. I mean, let me and my homies handle this. We got this. Y'all tripping. Yeah. Punch each other penises over there somewhere. Can't y'all find a private room to play ping pong or something? We got this. Bring up some more chicks, some more people. I got some sisters that'll help us get this rocking. And they was doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? Again, I don't know. I didn't see the movie, but I know that part of the story. Not the penis punching stuff. I just assume that's what happens. You know what I'm saying? I grew up around crazy white dudes. That joint is always the wildest joint when you're in school, and it's just like, oh my God, punch each other in the penis, and you're just like, yo, the penis? Like, y'all ain't even just gonna wrestle each other, or wow, Ric Flair chop. Ric Flair chop was our joint. You know what I'm saying? My homies, we Ric Flair chopped each other. You got caught with your arms down, caught one of them, woo, and woo, that was it. Bam, woo, and you walk off, and sometimes that joint will catch you off guard, eyes be all teary, you be ready to fight in real life. Yo, dog, that's what we do. I'm saying, man, my shirt was off, man. We just finished playing basketball, and this dude just go, oh, man, look, I'm gonna punch him in his face, man, for real. Dude, that's what we do. Get him back later. No, not this time. Nah. Eyes is all teary. He holding back. He wanted to. No. He played too much, man. Played too much. No. Get off me, man. He played too much. Them was the days, man. That was our thing. We just wahoo chopped each other. You know what I'm saying? Run up on somebody. You know what I'm saying? Do stupid stuff we weren't out here punching at each other penises. That just was not a thing. That just was weird. You know what I mean? That's, yeah. Or if you saw somebody sitting down and you stand in front of them, pelvic thrust in their face, grab their hand and pelvic thrust nah, that was not, no. Nah, you won't go catch. That's a real fight. That's a real fight right there. That's a straight up nah, especially when you do it in school. You do that in class. Dudes got to fight, because they're the chicks, because that's the worst part. That happens, and you just, you play too much. Chicks is looking like, yo, so apparently y'all must get down like that. Y'all, that was a little too comfortable, son. Y'all was a little too comfortable. Nah, can I holler at you? Nah, I think you and your mans need to, y'all, I'm good. I thought you was cute, but you still cute, but I don't know, maybe you don't get down like this. It's be you. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It was a nice crush I had on you. It's all good. Oh, man, nah, it ain't like that. I don't know. And then you gotta try to figure something out. Yeah, you ain't doing that wild stuff to us, man. Anyway, Shorty and her peoples, And it wasn't just Gladys West. It was a few names. Matter of fact, I haven't even went back and did the cowboy thing either from the Netflix movie with the black cowboy. So I'll have to do the Hidden Figures, the real Hidden Figures, and I'm going to have to still continue with the cowboy joints. We going to do that, man. We are going to do that. This is Gladys West. Salute to Gladys West, who from what I understand is still alive. Salute. Should be a national treasure. All of them women, if they're still alive, should be national treasures. If you haven't seen Hidden Figures, go watch Hidden Figures. I'm telling y'all that, and it's one of those moments where you be like, do as I say, not as I do, because I have no intentions on watching that joint. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me take that back. I might one day go, yo, let me just peep Hidden Figures out. I just feel like I'd get mad. You know what I mean? That's that thing. Yeah, I like Malcolm X. I can watch Malcolm X from beginning to the shotgun scene. And when I say shotgun, I'm not talking about like somebody bringing a shotgun out. I'm talking about when the music, shotgun, do it, thing. When they start calling, and it's the calling montage of him and his wife, and they're going through, yeah, that red dead. Hey, we gonna get you, fool. You know that. And I seen the movie so much that I know what's coming, and I can't see it. Don't want to see it. And it even hurts me even more, like the part where the great honorable Betty Shabazz has her two daughters, and she's walking up front for the speech, and one of them drops the doll, and the brother gives it to her like, there you go, good sister. It hit me, man. I be like, dude, somebody ought to punch them in their man. Hey, I get heated, and so I'm like, yo, I don't ever watch the end of that movie. I just can't. And that's how I feel like I'd be like that about Hidden Figures. I see some stuff and I'm like, I'm done. I ain't watching this no more. All it takes is just one weird comment, one weird look, and it's like, but you gotta remember, it was that time. There's a lot of humble pie people had to eat back then. But they did such great work, and time has passed, and the world is better off for their contributions. And to me, that's always the best part of that. The world is better off with their contributions. Salute again to Gladys West. You know what I mean? This is what we do, man. This is how we do. Thank y'all for listening. If y'all was out here like, yo, what in the world? If you somewhere playing this and somebody just walked in the penis punches and y'all like, and they like, oh, who's punching who in the penis? What kind of stuff is this? People do that. I don't know what they do in other countries. I don't know what white guys do in other countries, but white guys in America, when they're young, they do stuff like that. They punch each other in the penis. It's the weirdest, wildest thing, and just laugh about it too. Bow! And then, you got me. I'm gonna get you back. You're crazy. Like, no, nah, man. No, that is not happening. We are not doing that. No. Let that go. That is not happening. And there's always like that one brother that's down with him that do it too. Like, boom. Then they don't do it back to him. Like, why y'all don't do it back to him? Because he's like, anybody do it to me, you gonna punch him in the face. Oh, so he got y'all. He got y'all. He gonna do it to y'all, but y'all ain't gonna do it to him because he gonna fight y'all for real. Oh, he got y'all. That's crazy. Does he take your lunch money too? No, I just buy him cookies. Oh, he got y'all. He got y'all. And then that dude ended up having a whole band. Hootie and the Blowfish. I'm playing. I'm just saying. Anyway, salute to my man too from Hootie and the Blowfish. I can't think of his name right now because in my mind I'm thinking Fred Durst, but that's clearly Limp Bizkit. So I'm just like, I can't think of my man's name. But salute to him because Hootie and the Blowfish was always dope. And then when he went solo and went country, man, my man got some heat. I listen to country music, don't front. I listen to a lot of joints. I listen to Celtic music. I'll be rocking all that joint. I rock everything. Yo, anyway, we out here. Thank y'all for listening. I'm out here zoning and laughing, and while I'm talking, I'm seeing the visions of all classmates in my days in school of dudes just penis punching, and it's just wild. Anyway, thank y'all for listening. East Coast, West Coast, worldwide, Lost Boys. Yeah, this is the Gladys West episode. Let's go. Yes, yes, yes. Hey, check this out. I totally forgot about the job. I was zoning out. Then I'm like, oh, let me pull that back. Let me run that back. Run that back again. I'm playing. Don't do that. Don't be out here appropriating the reggae peoples. You know what I mean? Word up. Salute to Chinese reggae people. People be out here mad at them Chinese people. Or they be like, they taking over Jamaica. Really? I mean, I don't know. I ain't never been to Jamaica like that, but I'm just saying, are they? Like, is it like one for every regular Jamaican you see like 4 or 5 like Asian Jamaicans? You know what I'm saying? I've heard a couple of them talk the wildest joint in the world, boy. That is, you know what I'm saying? It's like when you see an Asian person with a British accent, you just stare at them. And then you see one with a Jamaican accent, and they just going at you. And I'm out there, you want to be on there, you're like, yo, what? I saw a Chinese dude who was raised in Mexico. Well, not raised in Mexico, but went to Mexico as a kid. So he still had the Asian accent, speaking Spanish. Ooh, that was just, I'm sorry, y'all. That was funny to me. Anyway, this is what we do at that time of the night, man. This is how we get down. Yeah. Y'all know what we do, man. We just play around, rock these joints. Salute the Beanie Siegel too, by the way. I don't even know what else we played. We played a bunch of joints. We came back with my joint, Contagion. If y'all heard it, y'all can hear I had a cold when that joint dropped. I was like, I want to rhyme over this beat so bad. And I was like, I got a cold, and it seemed like this cold ain't gonna let up. You know what? I'm gonna rhyme with the cold and call it Contagion. Yeah. Took the KRS-One snippet from Art of Rap documentary that Ice-T did. Salute to Ice-T, by the way. And I was like, yo, let me do this. By the way, yo, that is just, yo, we need to salute to all these dudes out here who be doing their thing. Hip-hop is 50. We'll be 50 next month. So, yeah. As I can say what we do, when we get down into what we do like this. Take it from the top. This moment in Black history. Yeah. I'm waiting for the beat to drop. I went too fast with this joint. But we gonna do it like this. And here we go. Once upon a time not long ago. Woo! Hey, salute to Slick Rick. Yo, what we gonna talk about tonight is a woman who was very, very instrumental in the GPS joint. Y'all know the GPS system. She was a major player. As Disney would say, hidden figure. She was a major piece of that. Gladys West. And Gladys West was born in my home state, Virginia. She was born in a little rural area out there, outside of Richmond. 1930. Her peoples were sharecroppers, and they was doing their thing. She went to the Virginia State University, you know what I'm saying? And she had Virginia Tech. She did her thing, you know what I'm saying? She went out here and she got her education. She had a dope career. She went to Delgrin, Virginia. The Naval Service Welfare Center is what it's called now. Here's the wild part. They called her to come through. She was like, nah, I ain't going. I'm gonna wait. Nah, they gonna have to come get me. I ain't going. You know what I'm saying? She's a black woman. She was like, they wanted to interview her. And she was like, nah, I don't think I'm gonna get way out there in the middle of nowhere. I don't know where this place is. They gonna see me. And then she was like, yo, I don't even know how to get out there. You know what I mean? And which is wild because, side note, for those if you know people who know people, or you might know these people, if you're old enough, you know what I'm saying, catch up with some grandparents, and you know what I'm saying, parents or whatever, and ask about the Black Atlas. It was a spot that, it was one of them, it was like a regular atlas, a regular map, but it was telling you where not to go. Hey, you don't want to go here, you definitely want to get caught up out here when the sun go down, you want to just zoom through this, don't stop to get no gas through here, you know what I mean? And we talking back in the 60s and 50s, she was doing her thing, you know what I'm saying? So, early 60s, she was doing her thing like that. She was out here proving stuff about the planet. She was down with NASA for a minute. You know what I'm saying? She helped analyze the satellite. She was doing so much joints. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? She programmed the IBM 7030 stretch computer. This is what we talking about, y'all. Can we give it up for that? For real. Let's go, man. This woman was out here doing her thing. Her legacy is she was a major contributor to the GPS technology that recognized that, you know what I'm saying? Because she even was like, yo, nah, the map don't look like that. This is what the world really looks like. She actually took the time to help sculpt the whole joint for the GPS. You know what I mean? She was inducted into the United States Air Force Hall of Fame in 2018. One of the highest honors bestowed against the Air Force Space Command. You know what I'm saying? She was that chick. She was out here doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? She was also, all the stuff that she did was also adapted into the Hidden Figures movie, which I was just talking about, right? You know what I'm saying? This is what we talking about, man. She was out here killing the game. She was the reason why, she's one of the major reasons why we know what we know and how to get to where we get to. You know what I'm saying? We be like, yo, I'm trying to get from here to here. How do I get here? Now, she also might have something to do with the way that a lot of these streets are pronounced. Because we grow up a certain way. We like, yo, that's blah, blah, blah. We call it the XYZ. Then the computer be like, you are now going, and they're just trying to sound it out like they in kindergarten. And you're like, what in the world? Like, that's when y'all need that real people feel to come through and be like, nah, we call it this, homie. You know what I mean? But anyway, major move. Please look her up. Gladys West. From VA, 2 up, 2 down, word up, you know what I mean? Yeah. Let's get back into some music and have fun. Yo, this right here, I'm gonna play this joint right here. I know, what you call that? What they call that joint? Nepotism or whatever. I don't know what they call that joint. This my man's right here. My little man's. He's still doing his little music joint. And this was right here, like I think he recorded this a few weeks ago. I was like, this joint kinda hype though, you know what I mean? You just gotta adjust your level, man. But other than that, it's dope. So we gonna play a quick little joint. I think we don't let the first verse go. Well, no, we'll let both verses go. But anyway, man, salute to my mans out here doing this thing. Word up, this is just dope music. Out here, I like the boom bapness, the griminess in the music. And it adapts with what we doing right here tonight. You know what I'm saying? I don't do a lot of this all the time. This is one of the moments, you know what I'm saying, chest out, head high, don't know what it's about. Dead eye like God written with eye. That's when you know you ain't got nothing. You like That's the That's what you do when like somebody come down the stairs. Yo, we are all old enough to remember talking to somebody on the phone because somebody gave you somebody's number. Ain't want no FaceTiming. Then you be like, yo, we need to connect. Then they come out the door and you be like, And you done already told them what your car look like. You already told them what you look like, what you got on, and then you try to play the game. You try to skirt off like It happened to me, man. It happened to me one time. Like, salute, rest in peace to my man Trigger. So we at his crib, and I'm the youngest dude. Younger dude wasn't the youngest. Owen and my man Wise were younger than me, like by years. So I'm the younger dude, but I'm hanging out with these grown men. We hanging out with these grown men. So they're talking to these chicks who are grown women. And I ended up being one of they tag-along dudes because I'm y'all know me, man. I just say stuff that's just most of the time inappropriate, but it's truthful. You know what I mean? Anyway, we started talking to these chicks. Talking to this one chick, and she had a friend, and when she was there, I happened to be at my man's crib. So we're talking joints in the background, and they like, oh, we got to come up and meet. We meet. She tell me all the joints. I felt like Smokey on Friday. I'm light skinned, I'm down. I'm like, okay, all right. Now here's the wild part. They come through. Again, I'm young. I'm like 16. I don't know no better. I'm not appreciating. You know what I mean? I'm not appreciating what is before me. Plus, she told me one thing and she didn't look like that, so I'm all online. She come through. Remember, Shorty from Boomerang, Waiting to Excel, and all them joints. The one with the toes. She be like, she had the hammer time toes. If y'all ever Google her up today. Y'all see how she gained a lot of weight. That's what Shorty looked like back then. You know what I'm saying? She looked like what she looks like what that chick looks, the Hammer Time toes, what that chick looks like today. That's what she looked like. And she was like 19, 20, and I'm just like, man, you didn't tell. And I couldn't appreciate it. You know what I mean? It was like, you know what I mean? I was a little mad. About that. I was like, man. My man was like, you seem disappointed. She ain't say she looked like that. You know what I mean? But we ended up being cool. She was dope. She was a homie. Anyway, man, I don't know where I was going with that. Cause yeah, that's how I felt when she walked through the door. I was like, for real, I'm ready to go, man. I'm about to go ball with the homies. I ain't being here, y'all. I don't know. Yeah, I'm good. I'm out the dope. Anyway, let's get back into what we do. Let's go. That's my time. That's my time. Rest in peace to Dave from De La Soul. That joint right there. Whoa. You know what I'm saying? This first joint, it's the first song off of the new Static album. So salute, word up. We gotta do stuff like that, man. We gotta always keep it real for our fallen soldiers, the heroes, the dudes who inspired us to do this. Salute to all those who are gone. I mean, he ain't even on a major level, on a regular level. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He didn't even music. You know what I mean? Teachers, whoever was out here had your back. Salute to him, the old wino up the block, the old crackhead who was like, you gonna be somebody, bro. You gonna be somebody for real. Hey, can I get $1? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Salute to all that. We gonna holler at y'all Wednesday. I have no idea what we gonna do. Lately, it's been all themed out, right? Well, we gonna do what we do and have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do. And I'm gonna holler at y'all then. So, let me get my seriousness on, because you know how we do. Check it out. We be like here. We be like, they say you only live once. That's a lie. You only die once. So anytime that your God allowed you to get out here and continue your journey, by all means, please show the world the best version of you. Y'all be safe. Peace.
This is a Soul of Art presentation.